You are free to go. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is President Trump's message to about 2 million federal workers, offering them buyouts.
The Trump administration is willing to pay federal employees through September 30th if they don't want to return to the office, but they have to resign by next Thursday. A senior Trump official says the goal is to, quote, make sure that all federal workers are on board with the new administration's plan to have federal employees in office and adhering to higher standards, noting, quote, we are 5 years past COVID and just 6% of federal employees work full-time in office. That is unacceptable.
That's Fox's Brooke Singman. Another White House order has been halted in court, temporarily blocking the president's attempt to freeze federal grants and programs and put them under review.
U.S. District Judge Lauren Ali Khan issued the block of the White House action a matter of minutes prior to it taking effect. In making her decision, Judge Ali Khan said the freeze could potentially bring irreparable harm.
Fox's Gernal Scott. The freeze would not affect direct assistance like Medicare and Social Security and other payments, but some states complained that Medicaid access had been cut off. It's a big day at the Senate for a controversial Trump nominee. The first 2 days of confirmation hearings for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to lead Health and Human Services.
Many senators want to hear from RFK Jr. on his stances on vaccines, abortion, and his plans to curb obesity. Kennedy Jr. gets to face 2 Senate panels. The first one today is before the Senate Finance Committee behind me. Then tomorrow he will face the Senate Help Committee.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. While RFK Jr. may have Republican support, his cousin Caroline Kennedy warns senators in a letter he's a predator, and his comments skeptical of vaccines should be disqualifying. Another Trump nominee was confirmed without controversy.
On this vote, the yeas are 77, the nays are 22. The nomination is confirmed.
Making Sean Duffy the next transportation secretary. America's listening to Fox News.
Fox News Audio presents the Fox Nation Investigates podcast. A look into the Menendez brothers with victims or villains. Then, Judge Janine Pirro and a panel of experts break down their new fight for freedom with monsters or misunderstood. And follow 3 incredible cases where world-renowned forensic pathologist Dr. Michael Baden helps change the course of the investigation with the Baden Files. Listen and follow at foxtruecrime.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
It is time to take the quiz.
5 days a week, it's 5 questions in less than 5 minutes. We ask people on the streets of New York City to play along. Let's see how you do.
Including the pre-Super Bowl era, what NFL franchise has won the most NFL championships?
I'm going to say the Cowboys.
I guess I would say the Packers.
How'd you do? Exactly. These get tougher, so hang on.
Take the quiz every weekday at thequiz.fox. Thank you for taking the quiz.
Hours after Kristi Noem went to New York City to ride along with federal agents conducting immigration raids, arresting migrants here illegally charged with committing crimes, the new head of Homeland Security addressed her department in Washington.
Secretary Noem telling the department staff their collective goal is simple.
We leave this country safe for our kids and our grandkids far into the future.
However, she admits that mission is big and vast, and achieving that goal is more difficult in practice than theory.
The world is a dangerous place, and we've got dangerous, evil foreign governments that want to take us down.
The secretary says DHS will be America's first line of defense.
We will do everything that we can to protect the American people. We have jurisdiction over people who live here, people who leave here, and people who come here.
And she promised
we will exercise all legal authorities that we have to protect this country because it is the only last light of freedom left.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Now an update from Fox's Kevin Cork on what was a big deal in November and December, drone sightings causing concern in several states, but most of them across New Jersey.
Now, at the time, the FBI and DHS said the sightings were cases of mistaken identity. Well, the White House seemed to add to the mystery just a bit by saying, no, it wasn't the enemy, but...
After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons.
That's White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt in her first briefing. The Federal Reserve will wrap up a 2-day meeting assessing the economy, and this time the Fed is not expected to cut interest rates. On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed after a rebound for the NASDAQ, gaining back more than half of Monday's big plunge in the tech stock sell-off. The NASDAQ rose 391 points, the Dow went up 136. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County authorities are seeking information in hopes of finding a missing teenager. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says 16-year-old Gabriel Campbell was last seen around noon Tuesday after leaving his East Lake Drive home on foot. He was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Anyone with information about his whereabouts should contact the sheriff's office. DeKalb County's Election Commission office will soon have a new home. WJLE of Smithville reporting that the County Commission has approved spending $110,000 to relocate the Election Commission office headquarters from the first floor of the courthouse to the unused office space at the county complex. Two Upper Cumberland fairs receiving top honors at the 103rd Tennessee Association of Fairs Convention earlier this month. Warren County Fair taking home the Division 2A State Champion Award, while White County's Fair was named champion of the Single A Division. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB. The voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio, and I'm not sitting up straight. It's 6:06. It's the 29th of January, and it's Wednesday. Good morning and happy Wednesday, Sheila.
Happy hump day, Jason.
And to you.
Going to be high in the mid-50s today.
I know.
It's going to feel like spring.
It felt good in the car yesterday if the sun had been hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I haven't felt that good in a while.
I barely even had to turn my heater on yesterday.
And I didn't need my big old coat. You know, I like big old coats in the winter. But it's 36 right now. The guest this morning will be John Bell.
All right.
He's from Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. Woman's Heart is coming up next week.
What a great event.
They've still got a few seats left on that, so we'll talk to him about that and who the speaker is and find out a little bit more about it.
Awesome. That sounds great. A few things you need to know. This is a cool thing that WCTE's doing. The WCTE PBS Upper Cumberland Neighbor of the Year Award.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So their annual dinner, which is going to be on March 27th, is themed around Mr. Rogers, Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yeah.
Of course, that's all about being a good neighbor. And nominations started in January. It's 17th, so a couple of weeks ago, and it runs through February 17th. So if there's somebody in the Upper Cumberland that you consider to be a good neighbor, you can nominate them. They have a committee that's going to look at the top vote getters and I guess pick one from there.
I love that, and I love that it's still going on with Mr. Rogers, kind of like a...
how cool would that be to get an award that's connected to Mr. Rogers?
I would love it, but I'm a decent neighbor, but I'm not like over the top neighbor. I'll wave at you. I won't cause you any harm or call the cops on you unless you're doing something real bad.
Yeah, it's going to be real bad.
Real bad.
Call the cops.
Yeah. But anyway, Rafferty may have had this in his news, but I just wanted to go over this again. It's a case of whooping cough. Has been not here in the immediate area.
You didn't have that.
But it is around Rutherford County.
Whooping cough?
Whooping cough. And I haven't heard of that in years.
Me either.
It said a Rutherford County Health Department had confirmed a positive case of pertussis, which is whooping cough. The health department reports that there have been an increase in whooping cough cases regionally.
Really?
Didn't know that. So just be on the case. It's like an upper respiratory thing, and it says it starts out as, whooping cough is very contagious, typically covered by your child's routine school vaccinations, but it begins like a common cold. But unlike a cold, the cough can last for weeks, even months. So later symptoms include severe coughing fits with a high-pitched whoop sound, which is what they got the name whooping cough, and hailing after coughing, and like just can't catch their breath. So
that's interesting.
it just sounds kind of, and then RSV is going
bad
around.
flu's going around.
Yeah.
There's a stomach bug going around.
Which next week we're going to talk to Lisa Bumbelow. She'll be in, and we're going to talk more about RSV.
Oh, good.
Vaccinations, and I'm going to send her a little text saying, hey, let's talk about whooping cough too. So
Might as well.
Yeah.
Just down the road.
All this upper respiratory stuff is getting bad this time of year.
Real bad. A lot of kids out with it. I know that all the school systems are working in conjunction with their particular health department to see what's going around, and it's everything.
Well, I just thought I need to bring that up because if it's a regional thing, you never know. Because we all travel and then ball games, people travel for ball games.
Makes me want to cough.
I know. It's like when you hear about it, you're like, oh, got a little tickle in my throat.
Well, I've decided I'm not going to get it.
I've decided I don't want to get it. Wash your hands. Try to do what you're supposed to do to avoid all the germs.
Baxter, there's a new store opening, Blooming Farm and Apparel. They're hosting their grand opening this Saturday, and it's T-shirts with a faith or rustic flair, located at 141 4th Avenue Street in Baxter. So congratulations to them for getting their store open. If you want a faith or rustic flair T-shirt, that's the place to be.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
There's a job opening, a part-time job at the Baxter Fire and Rescue for an engineer or EMT. You can apply by February 10th. Minimum requirements are Tennessee Advanced EMT or paramedic. I guess, I don't know if you have to have a license, but
just missed it.
Firefighter, Tennessee Commission Certified driver operator, pumper driver operator. You must be 21 years or older.
I got that one.
Valid Tennessee driver's license.
Got that one.
So, and you can just talk to, for more information, go to the City of Baxter website or talk to Chief Matt White at Baxter Fire Department.
Well, 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Maybe if they get desperate enough, I could be a fireman.
I question that driver's license for you, though.
It is somewhat questionable at times.
Yeah.
At times, not right now.
It is valid, so to speak.
This sounds like a terrible idea, so I'm just going to throw it out there.
Okay.
T-Dot. They're discussing the installation of a J-turn for Highway 111 where Old Sparta Road meets South Maple.
A J-turn.
So
I don't hear about those a lot.
There's one if you're going toward Livingston and you want to cut back around to that Dollar General. You know, you have to do a U-turn.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
That's a J-turn. So what they want to do is have it where if you need to turn on Maple, you pass it, you do a U-turn and come back and get on Maple.
Okay.
Why not just put a light there?
Nobody calls it J-turn, do they?
No.
I call it, that little break in the road there?
That'd be my rapper name.
I like
J-turn.
it. Because, Jason.
Yeah, right.
I'm J-turn, turning the hits.
Get turned up.
Oh, my goodness.
But I think that's an awful idea, and why not put a light there? There's a light just right up. Just the very next thing.
The older I get, the more I'm a fan of lights.
Yeah, just put a light there.
Just put a light there.
Nobody will
make people stop.
Hey, you've already changed the speed limit 72 times.
Yeah.
Between just past Jefferson to where that is.
And there's been a lot of accidents in that area.
There has. Just put a light there. What's the problem with that? Why we got to have
while we're at it, I would like a light at Willow Avenue and 9th Street. Just because I think that'd be better through that area, and I use it every day.
Well, Sheila.
If we're putting in requests.
We're not putting in requests.
Okay, well, I am.
I'm solving a problem that they're about to make worse.
I'm trying to solve a problem where I see lots of wrecks. No, other people too. I see lots of wrecks in that area.
I'm trying to solve problems for the community at large.
Me too.
Your 2 cents is coming up here.
I got one more.
Oh, well, my bad. Go ahead.
If you're looking for a seasonal job this summer, Standing Stone State Park, they need positions like maintenance, custodial, snack bar operators, even to watch the pool.
Oh, all that sounds fun.
So you can apply online.
When you say to watch the pool, you mean like a lifeguard or?
They didn't say it, just said custodial jobs, pool, and snack bar operators.
Oh, okay.
I would think that means lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they need you to clean it.
I don't know.
But anyway, if you need a job.
That'd be a fun teenager job for sure.
Yeah, not bad. A little extra money. Yeah. Go to stateoftennessee.formstack.com. I don't know why it says Formstack, but anyway.
Formstack is what the kids are using now.
Is that what the kids use? That's why I didn't know about it.
Yeah, Formstack. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then. Your 2 cents.
Yeah, your 2 cents is brought to you by our good pals down at Freedom Pond in Sparta. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street there. Head on down, see our friends at Freedom Pond for whatever you're looking for, guns, guitars, tools, games, you name it, they got it at Freedom Pond.
Friendship.
Well.
That is, if you give good friendship to them.
Right, yeah.
Freedom Pond in Sparta. Your 2 cents, what's a song that is over 6 minutes and worth every second? We have some good ones listed here.
Is Simple Man over 6 minutes? I don't know if it is or not.
I don't know, but like My Home's in Alabama, I knew that one was over 6 minutes.
Stairway to Heaven.
But I mean, I know My Home's in Tennessee, but Alabama did a good job on that song.
Alice's Restaurant's way longer than 6 minutes.
Oh yeah,
it's not really worth.
It's not really worth it.
The whole 6 minutes, or however long it is.
That's funny.
I don't know. I've got to go look at some songs.
It's hard to know exactly
if
what.
Simple Man is 6 minutes, then
we'll find out during the break.
That's the main answer, I think. Yeah, coming up, we'll get to that. Your 2 cents. It's at News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub on Facebook. So head over there and play along with us in today's topic. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila live here in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Hey guys, Ron Crane here from Dependable Auto Sales and Service, also Colonial Automotive, towing, rentals, we've got it all. Guys, if it's automotive, even if you need body work, if you've been in a wreck or something, please let us know. 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-SELL, S-E-L-L, 24/7 at dasautosales.com. That's dasautosales.com, and we're located 1575 Interstate Drive, the only car dealership on the left on Restaurant Row. Please come see us at any time. Thanks, guys.
Every day in Tennessee brings something new. Some moments we plan for, like getting the key to your new home. Others catch us by surprise, like a rainy day fender bender. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance is there to make sure the important things, like auto, home, life, and small business, are well protected. So, no matter what life brings, peace of mind will always be part of the plan. Visit FBITN.com to find the right coverage for your auto, home, life, or business. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
Hey Tennessee Tech fans, it's your head women's basketball coach, Kim Roseman, and we need you at the Hoop Thursday, February 6th versus SIUE at 5:30 p.m. with Coach Pelfrey and our men's team to follow. Come watch us battle it out on the court and help us secure another home win. Don't miss a moment of the action this season. Get your tickets today at ttusports.com or call the ticket office at 931-372-3940. Let's pack the Hoop and make this season unforgettable. Wings up.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Donald J. Trump is officially the next president of the United States of America.
While millions of Americans are rejoicing in the victory, thousands of others are still concerned about their savings. The unfortunate truth is, we still have $35 trillion in debt. The interest on that debt is now larger than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. Plus, the wars that started under Biden are still raging across the globe. So, what can you do to help protect your savings? Many Americans are already taking action by reaching out to the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco. Right now, Goldco is offering a free gold and silver kit to show you how precious metals like gold and silver could help you diversify your savings before it's too late. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD to get your copy free of charge. Plus, you could receive up to a 10% match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD. That's HannityGold.com. Paid for by Goldco.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:21 now.
And your 2 cents is, what's a song that is over 6 minutes and worth every second? Your 2 cents brought to you by Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street in Sparta, and they are just some good folks over there. So go by and see them. They're your gun and ammo store, along with anything else you might need: tools, guitars, golf clubs, even some motorcycles, maybe one, and then other little smaller ones.
You'll have to go check it out.
Check it out. I mean, it's so much stuff that I don't even. It's hard to keep up with. So, what song is over 6 minutes that you love? You said Simple Man. We checked on the time, and I'm going to give it to him because it is 5 minutes, 57 seconds.
Yeah, it's
you knew it was, I mean.
I knew it was close to 6 minutes, but I didn't know if it was over. That's just a song to live by.
Yeah, it's a great song. Yeah. I think it's one of Leonard Skinner's best, although they have tons that are great. Speaking of Leonard Skinner, I think the number one song that people said that is worth every second of it, Free Bird.
Oh,
we got so many free birds on here. Let's see. Another free bird. Ray said, "Get ready, Rare Earth." I heard it through the grapevine, CCR.
Yeah, I thought you know what? I almost said that the CCR version of Heard It Through the Grapevine was
It's
over
11 minutes on an album.
Is it really?
Yeah. I think there's a shorter version, but it's still over 6 minutes. Wow. But the album version is over 11 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was long, but boy, it's good.
Yeah, CCR is great. Yeah. Shauna said November Rain, the Guns N' Roses song. I love that song.
Oh, man, that is a great one.
I mean, that's our birthday month. So that November Rain, and Axl Rose, that was when he was still great at singing.
Is Mr. Brownstone 6 minutes too?
I don't know.
It might be. Another one, and it's probably made the list already because it was a real popular song. Kashmir from Zeppelin. It's for sure.
I'm not sure if it's on here, but yeah, Hotel California. I figured there'd be more than one. There's just a couple of folks that said Hotel California, and Scott says, "What else is there?" Well, a lot of folks are telling us.
Yeah, I'll have to look Kashmir up to see if it is, but
I agree with this one too. What song is over 6 minutes and worth every second? Thomas said it. George said American Pie.
Oh yeah.
That was a great one. Let's see.
What's the song? I can't think of it right now. About being a bad daddy. Cats in the Cradle.
Oh, Cats in the Cradle is the name of the song.
I think that one's over 6 minutes too. It feels like it. It's a beat down.
Because it's such an emotional song.
It is, especially if you're a daddy.
I don't know if it is a 6 minute song though.
It feels like every bit of it.
It's like it could be 2 minutes and every bit tears at you.
It hurts. I don't like it.
Gosh, why can't I think of the singer's name? Great guy that died too young.
Silver Spoon.
Okay.
I can't think of who sings it either.
Chad said Echoes by Pink Floyd.
A lot of Floyd songs over 6 minutes.
23 and a half minutes long.
Yeah.
And he said worth every second. Look, 23 minutes?
Oh, Pink Floyd has the ability to change it up, so, I mean, you might be.
They are pretty amazing.
And I bet the Grateful Dead have some 6 minute songs.
Oh, I bet.
I just can't think of any of them. I never was a Deadhead.
Yeah.
I was a lead head.
Look at you, leadhead.
I like to rock and roll.
Tex says Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Boom. That's
a great
one, dude. Good one.
Let's see,
Absolutely.
a couple American Pies, another Hotel California.
Cashmere must not be 6 minutes then, because other people would have said Cashmere.
I'm thinking it is. Maybe not.
Or maybe I'm just all the time short of 6 minutes.
Harry Chapin.
Oh, the
Cats in the Cradle. Sorry, it was driving me nuts, and I know y'all were yelling at us. Thank goodness we couldn't hear. Cashmere.
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm trying to see how long that is.
They're spelled with a K.
Yeah, I did spell it that way, but now there's a place called Cashmere.
Town?
I don't know.
Sounds shady. I'm not
I know it does. Sounds like someplace I'm curious about, but yet scared of.
Yeah.
8 minutes, 37
All
seconds.
Right. Yes. Finally got one that
Good
was
job,
over 6
Jason.
minutes. Well, then I picked Cashmere.
Yeah, good job. I'm thinking there's other. How long is Stairway to Heaven even?
Oh, it's.
I would think it's over 6 minutes.
I would think Stairway to Heaven's over 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you've heard it at a bar, there's no telling how long it goes.
And then sometimes people play it again.
Sometimes, man, that guitar solo. Some of y'all bands take advantage of that.
Jimmy Page is he's so talented, but he's also he's a little showy on his guitar solos.
Not many country songs over 6 minutes, I don't think.
That's My Home's in Alabama by Alabama. I know it was over 6 minutes.
But, I mean,
there's not a lot that I can think of.
Country songs have always been a little shorter.
But it seems like there's Charlie Daniels songs that's probably either close to 6 minutes or I don't know.
Woolly Swamp? No, I don't think Woolly Swamp.
I don't think it's over 6 minutes. But I wish it was,
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite CDB band songs. CDB stands for Charlie Daniels Band. I just said CDB Band. Charlie Daniels Band.
YOLO once.
Oh. Take it easy. No, take it to the limit. The Eagles.
That's over 6 minutes?
That's what our engineer Mike says.
Huh. Well, I believe him. Whatever he
Yeah.
says, I'm in on it.
He's right.
That guy's smart.
I don't even have to check it. It's
No,
Mike.
No.
Yeah.
Certified. Check mark.
Take it to the limit.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I wonder why the Eagles did so many long songs.
You know what? I do think Hotel California, it's worth every second.
What about that Peter Frampton song where he does the guitar talking?
The talking. Do you feel?
Yeah. I bet that's over 6
Probably
minutes.
the album version might be.
Well, I mean,
You know how they put some
live
album.
version is the only one that matters.
Yeah, it's so good.
So whatever that one is, I wonder if that one's over 6
And
minutes.
do you all know that he lives in Nashville now?
Yeah.
Love me some Peter Frampton.
Yeah. He's
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer now.
and can still do all of it. He just has to sit down now to do it.
I know, but still,
He's
his voice is good. His playing's good.
still cool.
I
as all
don't
get
care
out.
that he has to sit
Oh,
down.
me neither. Not at all. Any more on
That's it.
Facebook?
That's pretty much.
Okay.
Freebird is the winner.
Oh,
As
yeah.
far as how many
that's
people.
the easiest one. Everybody
Yeah.
knows it's forever long.
You're like Freebird.
Freebird.
Yeah, it's a great one though. Yeah.
Coming up, we've got spoiler alert for you. That's the latest going on in the world of entertainment and music. Coming up on Super Bowl Sunday, February the 9th, we've got our big game bash. It's going to be down graphic guitar from Tootsie's.
How did we even get that?
Can't tell you.
We're special.
I don't know. Some pontoon boat rentals from Sligo and Fish Lips. A dinner at Rippy's in Nashville. Really, some really great prizes.
So we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, lots of food specials, drink specials. Me and Sheila are going to be there, so we'd love for you to come and hang out with us. Well, a lot of people from the radio station. Freaky Dave is going to be
Freaky,
there.
you might want to come hang out with him, but we'll be there too.
So, and I think just about everybody from the radio stations are coming.
Yeah.
So, you can come hang out with us, watch the Chiefs and the Eagles, and play some games for some great prizes. When I say play some games, we're probably just going to do some drawings.
There's no telling what we'll do.
I mean, let's face it, it's just easier to do the drawings
And,
than to keep up with games.
people, as long as they're like a chance of winning something, they like that.
If I'm in charge, I plan on having sticky fingers from wings,
Uh-huh.
and I won't be up playing games. I'll get up and draw a name out, but real easy. I'll just stick my wing-soaked hand,
Oh.
and whichever one sticks to my
You're not
hand.
even going to be able to read it. It's going to be all greasy.
I'll be able to read it. I'll read it for the grease soaks through, Sheila.
Here's what he'll do.
I got plans.
He'll put his grease-soaked hand in there. Sheila, see if you can read this.
Join us Super Bowl Sunday at Honky Tonk National. We hope you can be there. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County authorities are seeking information in hopes of finding a missing teenager. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says 16-year-old Gabriel Campbell was last seen around noon Tuesday after leaving his East Lake Drive home on foot. He was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Anyone with information about his whereabouts should contact the sheriff's office. Potential water and sewer rate increases on the table for the town of Monterey. It was an option presented Monday when the town's Water and Sewer Committee met to discuss expected revenue loss that will occur with the shutdown of the Purdue plant in March. Full Board of Aldermen set to discuss potential rate hikes when they meet next week. Tennessee gas prices fell 4 cents over the last week. The average price now $2.76. That's 8 cents more than a month ago and 2 cents cheaper than 1 year ago. AAA says Tennessee is now the fifth least expensive market in the country. The national average for a gallon of gas, $3.12. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Pickett County Bobcats swept Clay County on the road in 7 single-A play. The Lady Bobcats won 51-39, while the Bobcats won 59-31. The Cookeville Cavaliers went on the road and swept Wilson Central as the girls won 70-44, while the boys won 72-61. The Tennessee Volunteers fell at home to Kentucky last night 78-73. Tennessee trailed by as many as 11 in the second half and cut the deficit to 1 with 30 seconds to play. The Vols are now 4-4 in conference play and have lost 2 games in a row after falling to Auburn on the road Saturday. Elsewhere in college basketball, Texas A&M beat Oklahoma 75-68. Kansas over Central Florida 91-87. St. John's beat Georgetown 69-41, and Louisville beat Wake Forest 72-59. The Los Angeles Dodgers have signed another free agent as Kirby Yates signed a contract worth $13 million for 1 year. Yates was one of the top relievers in the league last year, posting an ERA of 1.17 and 61 2/3 innings pitched. He had 33 saves for the Rangers. The Dodgers have now spent more than $450 million of guaranteed money this offseason. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
The Federal Reserve wraps up its meeting today and is not expected to lower interest rates. And after the Fed meeting, earnings results come in from Meta Platforms, Microsoft, Tesla, and others. Starbucks shares are flat. Its earnings were weaker than a year ago, but held up better than Wall Street expected. Starbucks is in the middle of a turnaround plan, and CEO Brian Niccol says the company's clearly showing signs of progress. Starbucks is working to focus on core coffee products, better pricing, and faster service. Despite the disruption of China's startup DeepSeek this week, demand for equipment used to create the chips used in artificial intelligence is strong. ASML Holding, which makes chip-producing equipment, reported more orders than expected. The stock's up 7%. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Cosola. Invested in you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. Every day, ZipRecruiter helps people who are actively looking for jobs like yours, so it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
We made it into the 50s yesterday. We'll do it again today with sunshine, actually mid to upper 50s. Overnight, we'll fall back into the 30s. Tomorrow, closer to 60. We'll start the day dry, but eventually showers will work their way in. I think we'll see a pretty good shot at some showers overnight into Thursday and early on the day Friday, with highs climbing into the low 60s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400,
Good morning,
The Hub.
Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:36.
A high today in the mid-50s.
Ooh,
Yay!
tropical.
We've got 36 right now.
Somebody, press the wrong button. Somebody yesterday, who was it that told me they hoped I got to feeling better?
That was
Lindsay
sweet little Lindsay from Mountaintop Candles.
I thought I feel fine.
In her defense, we were talking about being like congested,
Right, but-
and I sneezed on there. Maybe she thought it was
But
you.
it was the way, it's the weather changing. It's not like I'm sick. It's just some
But
sinus.
she also said you sounded stopped up.
I do sound a little stuff. I do.
That was the funniest thing, though. She's like, after we got up there, she goes, Jason, I hope you get to feeling better.
Here, I didn't even know I felt bad. Like when Chris Henry from Henry Brothers Roofing called me fat. I didn't even know I was fat.
No, Lindsay didn't say that.
No, so Chris Henry from Henry Brothers Roofing and Siding, by the way, and they're 5 stars on Google. Better
So
throw
it's
that
like,
in.
You're like a good, because you love him.
Oh, like a brother.
Yeah.
And he told me I was looking fat. Randy Porter told me I was looking tired. Now Lindsay thinks
Said,
I'm
I hope
sick.
you get to feeling better.
What in the wide world of sports is going on? Am I really going downhill that quick?
Is it because you work with me?
It's starting to get disturbing.
And I'm so vibrant.
I mean, it's really starting to get on my nerves. To be honest with you.
You got to keep up with my energy. Come on.
All right. Spoiler alert: things going on in the world of entertainment and music on Jimmy Fallon tonight. Reese Witherspoon, Rob Gronkowski, and music by Simply Red.
Simply Red? I thought they broke up.
Guess not.
I love them. Seriously, they're one of my favorite groups.
Are they Don't You Forget About Me?
No, they're Holding Back the Years. Holding Back the Years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert has Will Ferrell on. Simple Minds is going to be on Jimmy Kimmel.
I think that was the one that sung the song you were talking about.
Don't You Forget About Me?
Simple Minds. I do think that was them.
Could be.
This is craziness.
Anyway, all these old bands on these night shows
I
tonight.
like it.
Yeah.
I wonder how they're holding up.
Or you could simply listen to 106.1 The Eagle, Cookville's greatest
Oh
hits.
my gosh, which I do all the time.
Tonight on regular TV, you got Hollywood Squares on CBS, and then Price is Right at night. That's also on CBS. Special Forces World's Toughest Test on Fox. Celebrity Jeopardy on ABC. That's Jeopardy we can all play along with.
Yes.
Because let's face it, celebrities aren't that smart. The Challenge All-Stars on MTV, and a series premiere on HGTV, The Flip Off.
What?
Now, is that the one with Christina and then her ex-husband that they used to do a show together? And his
I don't know.
Her ex-husband, I can't think, it's a really weird name. They used to do a show together.
Uh-huh.
And about flipping houses.
Oh, Oh,
Then they got divorced.
I know who you're talking about. And I don't know their last name either. But they still do like shows together because they're both.
I think this is it.
They're both branded together because they had that show and it was real popular.
Right, but then she split off and did a show on her own. Well, now they're back together, not married, but doing a show. And he's got a new wife.
This is weird.
And so she helps him out. Here's the thing, though, is that she looks just like Christina, his ex-wife.
That's messed up.
Like, bro's got a type.
Definitely.
And it's long-legged blondes because the new is just the same.
Sounds like a horrible type.
Yeah, same brand, newer model.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Talking like she's a car. Who are you, George Jones or something?
A nice car.
She's a nice one.
American Manhunt, O.J. Simpson. That's on Netflix, a limited series.
They've been advertising that one for me.
Yeah, I've been seeing that one too.
Mm-hmm.
The Hooligan. That's on Netflix, season 1 of that. On Netflix, season 2 of Six Nations Full Contact. And on Disney Plus, the series premiere of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
You gonna be watching that? You a big Spider-Man?
Probably not. I don't know what I'll watch. I might watch that. I love the house flipping shows.
They are good.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, on this one, you just want to watch, see if there's going to be any arguing
Might
amongst
be a
everybody.
cat fight.
Yeah. Christina may not care enough anymore to have a cat
Between
fight.
Christina and New Christina.
New Christina.
I don't know what her name is.
Christina and New Christina.
Yeah. Christina Light. 2.0. Dolly Parton has announced her autobiographical stage show, Dolly.
I need to see this.
An original musical will have its world premiere in Nashville this July, the first public stop on the way to a planned Broadway opening in 2026.
Dolly is not slowing down whatsoever.
So if you want to see it, better see it in Nashville.
I better get tickets.
I wonder if she'll do a Gallenberg show.
I don't know, but I know that tickets start at $40.
That's
$40.
That's a good ticket price for that. Or for anything anymore. Yeah. Season 2 of The Night Agent was the most watched Netflix series of the week of January 20th through 26th, debuting with 13.9 million views in its first 4 days.
How about that?
Hadn't watched that.
Me either.
I think I should.
You think?
Yeah.
Gonna get on the bandwagon?
They've been advertising it to me. And Netflix,
So it might be something. Netflix knows what we like.
they've been pretty spot on before. I didn't know I'd like that Vikings.
But you sure do. My goodness.
Man.
He's trying to make everybody watch it.
The Matthew Perry Foundation and Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston have created an addiction medicine training fellowship in the Friends Star name. Dr. Sarah S.K. Klur, like she goes by S.K., the chief medical resident at internal medicine at MGH, is the first candidate to be selected for the new fellowship. So it's good that some of that money that Matthew Perry's got in that foundation is going to help other people that are just like him.
I really do think they all took advantage of him, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, 100% took advantage of him. That'd be the worst part about being a celebrity, always having to watch your back for people trying to take advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be terrible. Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty, he's recovering after a fall during a hunting trip.
Oh, Uncle Si. He was my favorite one.
I think he's everybody's favorite.
I mean, he's just so goofy and fun.
On the Duck Call Room podcast, Justin Martin described how the 76-year-old fell out of a boat, landed on his oxygen machine, and then exhibited unusual behavior, which is something for Uncle Si.
I mean that's his thing, unusual behavior.
They said he was just sitting outside in the cold being quiet.
Oh, that is unusual for a sigh.
He was hospitalized with low oxygen and bruised ribs. He's expected to make a full recovery.
Good.
The news comes as A&E announced a reboot of the series, Duck Dynasty: The Revival, which will follow the Robertsons family as they navigate life and business. Which, I'd like to catch up with them and see what they've been doing.
Yeah, me too. I'll watch that.
That was a good show.
Good family show.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 6:45 now, and we've got The Real Good. That's on the way. Also, round 3 of Ask Sheila. Sheila got 2 yesterday, so she's up to
I'm on a roll.
3 for the week. And I got to be honest, yesterday I didn't think she.
You didn't think I was going to get any of them.
Girl, I didn't think you knew your name yesterday for a second.
What was that supposed to mean?
Well, I mean,
you think that every day.
It got real bad there for a second.
What was I doing?
You'll just have to go back and watch.
I don't think I want to.
So we got that coming up in just a minute. So hang out with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
Just because you're not actually going to the big game doesn't mean you can't come and hang out with us for the Big Game Bash.
It is the Big Game Bash, coming up on Sunday, February 9th at Honky Tonk National in Sparta. Come watch the game between KC and Philly with us with the best food and drink specials for the big game. Plus, one lucky person is going to walk away with a 28-inch Blackstone grill from Landers Trade in Monterey.
Plus exclusive game day giveaways with 4 tickets to a Preds game, a Tootsie's Birthday Bash autographed guitar, pontoon boat rentals, free lunches and dinners, and a whole lot more.
More details online at countrygiant.com. More details online at 1077thehub.com.
Come on! Right here on the Hub.
Drive into 2025 with some ridiculous savings from Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. We need to sell off our remaining 2024 inventory, and we are doing everything we can to make it happen. Get up to $9,500 off 2024 F-150s, up to $11,000 off 2024 Expeditions, and even up to $15,000 off 2024 Lincoln Navigators. Come see us, 1600 Interstate Drive, or visit us online anytime at FordLincolnCookeville.com.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it was there for Marcus when he lost his job, and Keisha when she turned 26 and lost her parents' insurance, and Elena when she went off Medicaid. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov today to see if you're eligible to enroll. Limited time to enroll. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity, helping families build their dream homes right here in our community. So why wait? Visit Habitat Restore today and uncover treasures while making a difference. South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Willow Window
can help transform your home with windows, window treatments, entry doors, or garage doors. It not only elevates your design, but also optimizes energy efficiency and comfort. Their installers take the utmost care while in your home and will haul everything away when they're done. Call for your free estimate today at 931-946-3691. That's 931-Window 1.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila, and we're here in the Willow Window studio. It's January 29th. It's 6:50. Happy Wednesday, Sheila.
Happy Wednesday, Jason. I wish it was Friday. It feels like it should be.
Yes.
I wonder if anybody else is experiencing this week has been one of the longest weeks in January.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's got their own thing going on, Sheila.
Well, I know that, Jason. High today around 55. We've got 38 right now. We'll have John Bell in with us after 7:30 with Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. They're doing a Woman's Heart next week. It's the dinner and fundraiser. It's going to be a great time.
Every single day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it the real good. See, you messed up my whole jam there.
I was just going with your flow.
Rhythm to that. Last year was a big year for Caitlin Clark. I mean, I mean, she basically single-handedly brought the WNBA to everybody, breaking records. Last week was her 23rd birthday, and she celebrated by donating 22,000 children's books to schools in Iowa and Indiana.
Who does she think she is, Dolly Parton?
Partnering with Scholastic for her charity foundation.
That's great.
Caitlin donated books with hopes of helping kids develop their reading skills and dream big. She said, I remember picking out books from the Scholastic flyer and how empowering that was for me as a kid. You remember going to the little book sale?
I love those.
Your parents would give you money and you buy a book. Were you supposed to buy a book?
I'm supposed to buy a book, but I'd always like those little erasers that would smell like strawberries and watermelons.
I always bought the toys.
And I got a book too, but I would I'd do the cheaper versions of the book so I could afford the good smelly erasers.
I was always told when they gave me the money, now this is for a book.
Yeah, I was told that
And then by the time our class was chosen to go to
wasn't any books you liked, was it?
they're all gone. I had to buy a toy.
That's what he says anyway.
Anyway, the books will be distributed to elementary schools, middle schools, children's hospitals, and nonprofit groups. Caitlin is back to training, getting ready for the upcoming basketball season.
Gosh, I wish she was in the Upper Cumberland.
Where she hopes to break even more records starting in May.
I'm loving that she's doing that for kids too. She's a pretty good role model, I think.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah. When there was an aquarium, and we may have, I know we talked about this off the air. We may have talked about this on the air too. I'm not sure. About the sunfish.
Oh, I think it was on the air. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so the staff thought that this sunfish had parasites and digestive problems, but they checked and fish wasn't sick. One employee had a light bulb moment where he wondered if the sunfish was lonely without visitors. So they taped up cardboard visitors around his aquarium.
Looked like he was on display and
he got
having
better.
a show. Yeah. That sounds like us.
Yeah.
We need to tape up visitors around the Willow windows.
No, we don't.
I'd like it. I like audience.
Here.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's your audience.
You know I love applause. Just call me Sunfish.
To the Sunfish and to Caitlin Clark, y'all are
real
good.
Yay, sunfish. Yay.
All right, Sheila, you ready for round 3 here of Ask Sheila for this week?
I'm ready. If I could do it yesterday, I can surely do it today.
Let's see what these are about. Okay, these are about men.
Ooh.
You've had a lot of good woman categories, so these
About men, huh?
so this should
Right.
be interesting. 65% of men say they taught themselves to do this. What is it?
Tie a tie.
No.
Oh. Drive a car.
No.
Cook.
Shave.
I thought that was daddies teaching their sons that.
Well, I mean, my dad really didn't have an opportunity.
Did he not?
Well, no, because I didn't have to shave until I was up into my 30s.
You still don't.
Not a lot. I shaved.
Say you shave your soul patch.
No, wasn't this past Sunday? Sunday before last. And this
My
is
husband
it.
would have a full beard by now.
I know. I know. All my hair went to my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God. 70% of men have one of these in their closet. What is it?
A hat.
No.
Gun.
No.
I'm not doing well today.
Oh, you're sucking out loud today, Sheila.
Thanks for the vote of
You've
confidence.
had great answers. Let me put that out there. All those are really good answers.
Thanks, Jason.
Just the wrong ones. 70% of men have a tie they've never worn in their closet.
I should have switched the answers.
Should have.
Yeah. I really did think it was teach themselves to tie a tie on the first
Yeah.
one.
Well, I don't know who taught me how to tie a tie. I think it probably was my dad. Taught me how to tie a tie, but not to shave. All right, Sheila, this is the last one.
All right.
6% of men have done this on the phone. What is it?
Break up with somebody.
No, not break up with somebody.
Fire somebody.
No, not fire
Quit a job.
somebody. No, not quit a job.
I don't know.
I just can't imagine doing this.
But it's only 6%.
Only 6%. I just, over the phone is for sure not the appropriate way.
You just need to go ahead and tell
go
me
about this.
because now I'm thinking all kinds of things that I can't say on the air.
Proposed marriage
On the phone?
on the phone.
But only 6%. Thank
Right.
goodness.
But who
I was
does?
thinking of worse things like breaking up.
Right,
I
right.
bet more than 6% have broke up over the phone.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, over text even.
Yeah.
Proposing marriage, that's not.
It needs to be eye to eye.
I think so. I think you need to.
Or looking up at her when you get down on one knee.
Yeah, something like that. None of this on the phone crap.
I agree. Where's the romance anymore? Come on.
There's no romance in
You
that.
6% of men.
I mean, I guess maybe if it's a long, what does it call it? When you
Long distance romance.
maybe then, maybe if it's on FaceTime. I don't know. I'm just trying to make it right. I can't.
Don't try. Because it's not right.
Coming up at 7:30, John Bell will be here in the studio. A Woman's Heart is coming up Friday. That's a great event that they put on. When you think about heart issues, a lot of times you think directly to men. But there's, women have the same heart as men do.
But different
Believe
symptoms.
it or not.
No, we don't. We have better hearts, but no, we need to pay attention to everybody's heart. But there are different symptoms for a woman's heart attack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to learn something today. How about that? That's all coming up here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out with us. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
Don't want to go back to the office? Then just go. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. President Trump, who wants federal workers to stop working from home, is offering buyouts.
A memo sent to the federal workforce from the Office of Personnel Management is giving employees an option to leave their jobs with as much as 7 months of salary and benefits. But employees must decide to resign by February 6th. Not all federal employees are eligible. There are exemptions for military personnel, postal workers, immigration officials, and others in national security roles.
As Fox's Jared Halpern, a White House plan to freeze a lot of federal spending and grants so it can be reviewed, blocked by a federal judge who said it could cause irreparable harm. Democratic Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer agrees.
This money supports states and cities, school boards, hospitals, small businesses, families, firefighters, police officers, fighting fentanyl. So many things just, boom, cut.
When states complained Medicaid payment access was cut off, the White House says direct assistance like Social Security and other benefits would not be affected. Now to the Capitol, where Fox's Ryan Schmelz reports a controversial Trump nominee gets a hot seat this morning.
Robert Kennedy Jr. will testify before the Senate Finance Committee as the Department of Health and Human Services nominee and will take questions on his stance on vaccines, abortion, and other issues. His cousin and former ambassador to Japan and Australia, Caroline Kennedy, making the pitch for him not to be confirmed.
He lacks any relevant government, financial, management, or medical experience. His views on vaccines are dangerous and willfully misinformed.
Now, in his opening statement, Kennedy plans to tell senators that Americans' overall health is in a grievous condition, with obesity, diabetes, addiction, and a lot of mental and physical health conditions on the rise, adding he's not anti-vaccine or anti-industry, he's pro-safety. Happy New Year! The lunar one, beginning the Chinese Year of the Snake. New York's the first state to close schools today to observe this New Year holiday. America's listening to Fox News.
When you hear the term living better, what do you think about? More money? A bigger house? Maybe a yacht? What about how you feel physically? How you wake up each day? How you sleep? What activities you can and cannot do? When you feel good, life is good. So if pain is affecting your life, see how Relief Factor can help. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that fights pain naturally. Developed by doctors, it doesn't just mask pain temporarily, it helps reduce or even eliminate pain. In fact, the longer you take it, the more effective it is. So give their 3-week quick start a try. It's only $19.95, less than $1 a day. And it just takes a phone call, 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Wherever you're hurting, in 3 weeks or even days, Relief Factor can give you a chance to rediscover the true meaning of living better again. Visit ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4-RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF.
Days after President Trump warned Russia's leader, Vladimir Putin, if he doesn't agree to talks to end the war in Ukraine, the U.S. will impose new sanctions. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky told Fox's Hannity through a translator.
The Europeans understand that without guarantees of security from the United States, from President Trump, it will not be enough. Putin is not afraid of Europe. Unfortunately, that is so. And so we need such guarantees of security.
Now, North Korea has supplied thousands of troops to Russia to help fight Ukraine. And once again, North Korea's leader is flaunting his nuclear arsenal.
Kim Jong-un toured North Korea's Nuclear Weapons Institute and a facility that produces nuclear material. Kim reported by the state news agency as hailing amazing results in production last year, but he demanded staff go even further to counteract what he calls hostile forces. President Donald Trump's return to the White House has analysts asking if the two men will meet. They did so 3 times during the first Trump administration. Talks ended without agreement. Kim Jong-un has spent recent years forging an alliance with Russia. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
President Trump's invited Israel's prime minister to the White House for talks next Tuesday. Today, The Trump Middle East envoy meets with Benjamin Netanyahu in Israel ahead of a new hostage released from Hamas in Gaza tomorrow. The Federal Reserve will wrap up a two-day meeting today to assess the economy, and then
it's widely expected that Fed policymakers will keep interest rates steady at a rate between 4.25% to 4.5% after cutting the benchmark interest rate a full percentage point last year.
Fox's Hillary Barsky. It's unclear when the next Fed rate cut might come as inflation has crept back up on the annual rate in the last few months. On Wall Street, stock futures are up slightly the day after a rebound for the Nasdaq, up almost 400 points, gaining back more than half of the big plunge in the tech stock sell-off Monday. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County authorities are seeking information in hopes of finding a missing teenager. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says 16-year-old Gabriel Campbell was last seen around noon Tuesday after leaving his East Lake Drive home on foot. He was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Anyone with information about his whereabouts should contact the sheriff's office. DeKalb County's Election Commission office will soon have a new home. WJLE Smithville reporting that the County Commission has approved spending $110,000 to relocate the Election Commission office headquarters from the first floor of the courthouse to the unused office space at the county complex. Two Upper Cumberland fairs receiving top honors at the 103rd Tennessee Association of Fairs Convention earlier this month. Warren County Fair taking home the Division 2A State Champion Award, while White County's Fair was named champion of the Single A Division. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila, and we're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:06 now.
Good morning, everyone. A high today will be around 55, which feels great. A little windy, though. We've got 36 right now.
You hear things your whole life, and then as you get older, you realize that they don't make sense. And Reddit has a thread going right now about common things that you've heard that don't make sense. It's interesting. You know, like, I'm sweating like a pig.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't know. Pigs don't sweat.
They don't?
No, that's why they waller.
Okay, to keep cool.
Yeah, so that's why, and that's why
I
they
just
get.
thought they liked mud because they.
No, they'll sunburn real bad if they don't have mud all over.
Poor little piggies.
Yeah, if they're especially if they're the little white pigs.
Yeah.
They'll sunburn.
Little pinky pigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they would. I just thought.
No.
Yeah. They're pretty smart, though, because that mud helps protect their skin and everything.
Pigs are real smart.
Yeah.
And then there's minerals in the dirt, too, that they need, and that's why they eat dirt.
Who knew?
I did.
You didn't know about them not sweating.
Yes, I did. I've known about them not sweating forever.
I didn't. Thanks for telling me that. I've learned something today, Jason.
When people say I slept like a baby, well, a lot of times babies don't sleep good.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah. This was somebody said, working like a dog. Said, I got dogs. They sleep a lot. That's an old saying.
Yeah.
when you did have a dog that actually, did some stuff.
Yeah.
When people say 6 a.m. in the morning, a.m. means morning.
Yeah. That's one thing that my husband, he goes, that's redundantly redundant.
My favorite thing is when you hear on the radio when they say, right now it's 35 outside. Well,
what is it inside?
Well, good. I'm glad you told me the outside temperature, because I don't care what you're inside. 35 outside. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
They did a 360 Well, that means they did a complete circle and they're just right back where they were. What you mean is they did a 180.
Yes.
Okay. Also, the lion being the king of the jungle because lions don't live in jungles.
And I've known that, but hadn't even thought about it.
I'm with you. I just kind of took it as, well,
I'm like, yep,
sure.
they're the kings.
Why not? It
Got a pretty mane, I'll take it.
makes sense to me.
Yeah. And you know what? They just lay around, let the girls do all the work. Reminds me of you a little
They
bit.
got it figured out. I'm all right with being a lion.
Are you now? Look at your mane.
I'd be great at it.
Yeah.
Be great.
That good
lion.
hair.
Let's see here. Hot water heater. There would be no need to.
Would there be no need to heat it?
If
Yeah.
it was a hot water heater, it's just a water
Just
heater.
a water heater.
Yeah. I was head over heels in love. Isn't your head pretty much always over your heels?
Oh, didn't even think about that. I thought it meant falling for you, like
Yeah,
tumbling.
like
and
flipping.
Yeah.
I flipped for him.
That doesn't sound as cute.
Right.
Head over heels sounds adorable.
No offense, but then whatever is after that,
It's never
always
good.
It's always offensive.
Yeah. So when someone starts, no offense, but I'm thinking, here it comes.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Maybe people started saying that before they say I look fat, tired, and sick.
No offense, but I hope you get to feeling better.
No offense, Jason, but you look fat, tired, and sick.
Oh, my goodness. No wonder it's bothering you so much.
Sheila, it's bothering me real bad.
It's been more than one person that's been saying that.
That's what I know.
Oh, my.
Are they telling the truth, Sheila? Do I look fat, tired, and sick to you, too?
No.
I need you to tell me the truth.
Well, there has been times when you look tired before, but you've been looking better here lately, especially when you got your hair cut. Oh, he's like,
You want your cake and eat it, too. Of course, that's how cake works.
and I can't just have one bite. I want the whole piece.
Yeah, I want my cake, and
I might share it.
and I want to eat it, too. I want my hamburger, and I
you
want
wanna
to
eat it too. Yeah.
Well, that's just.
Yeah.
And then somebody on here talking about cool beans. Why are they cool? Who's eating lukewarm beans? I don't know.
There's
I
been
don't know.
times when the beanie weenies, you haven't had a microwave around, and I can just
Sure.
open the can up, and that
Yeah.
is cool beans.
I'm one of the few people I think that still says cool beans.
I've tried to get him not to say that, y'all, because it's real outdated.
It is.
Because he'll say stuff to me like, that's not what the kids are saying these days, Sheila, but yet he still says cool beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
See
get
how much nicer I am to you than you are to me?
can't get rid of that one for some reason. I just really like it. And now that it's really out of style, I feel like
People, it might catch on
It might
again.
catch
you
on
might,
again.
you might start a tradition where they
Right.
think it's new.
it's like during COVID, I tried to bring back finger guns, because no one wanted to shake your hand then.
Right.
Everybody's freaked out. So I was like, well,
Didn't take though.
nobody wanted to do finger guns.
No.
And finger guns are fun.
They might be fun to do, but you didn't look as cool as you thought you did. I'll tell you the truth on that one. Not that I didn't. Not that I lied before. I just said you looked tired before, but you. Yeah. Well, never mind.
Yeah, but do it, Sheila. Look, I do finger guns, and it feel. I mean, see, it's so good, right?
You got to do that with it.
Yeah. But it never caught on.
Yeah.
So I doubt cool beans will ever come back. Let's see here. It's always on if you can stand up inside. You're on a bus, on a plane, on a train. You're in if you enter and remain seated. So like you're in a car, in a canoe, in a carriage. I never really thought about that.
I don't care about that one as much.
And
Doesn't matter.
last one here is don't sweat the small stuff, and it's the little things that count. You hear them both, so which is it?
People just try to confuse us all the time.
Well, I think both can be true.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, there's some stuff that you just don't need to care about.
But you act like everything's small stuff.
Well,
nobody needs to worry about anything. Just let life happen.
No, that's not what I mean by that.
Then what is it?
Well, you still got to try.
I don't mean I don't try. I'm working like a dog out here.
Sweating like a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, my. John Bell coming up at 7:30. A Woman's Heart fundraiser is coming up this Friday. We'll find out more about that in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ, wanting to wish you and your loved ones a very happy New Year. We want to invite you to join us for a special new Bible study through the Gospel of Matthew as we read and discuss the life and teachings of Jesus Christ. Please be sure to join us every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. for our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve Him and serve others.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call 800-830-0715. That's 800-830-0715. Again, 800-830-0715.
Safe firearms storage saves lives. That's why the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security is offering free cable locks to help Tennesseans secure their firearms. Learn where you can request your free cable lock at safestoretn.com. That's safestoretn.com. Brought to you by the Department of Safety and Homeland Security, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Identity Theft Awareness Week is here. There's a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds. 3 seconds. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second and will fix identity theft guaranteed or your money back. Plus, plans include the $1 Million Protection Package with up to $3 million in coverage for the most comprehensive plan. Take control of your identity with LifeLock. Save up to 40% off your first year with my name Clay as the promo code at lifelock.com. Terms apply.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:18 now.
And John Bell is coming up at 7:30.
Super Bowl Sunday will be at Honky Tonk National.
Honky Tonk National.
It's, for all you old timers, Sheila, it used to be called Riverwatch.
Why are you saying old timers, Sheila?
To make sure I had your attention.
You're the only one that calls me old.
And
everybody else knows better.
But it's been redone. It's beautiful out there. The clubhouse.
Riverwalk.
Yeah, and
Honky Tonk.
Honky Tonk National now, and a nice restaurant and bar there.
The food's really good there.
Food's great. Wings are awesome. There's going to be specials on food, specials on drinks. We'll be giving away a Blackstone grill from Landers Trade, plus pontoon boat rentals. dinner for two out and about in Nashville, and it fish
Autograph
flips.
guitar.
Yeah, you name it. We got all kinds of great prizes to give away. And so if you're thinking about having a Super Bowl party, like maybe at your house, don't. Well, because
because we're going to have a good one and you could win stuff.
you don't want to have to clean up after your buddies.
Gosh, no.
You'll make your wife mad.
Yeah.
Or you can come out to Honky Tonk National, maybe win a prize.
And they clean it up for you.
And then you can take your wife out to dinner later at some other nice place.
Mm-hmm.
Win that grill and cook for her.
That grill's nice.
You can honestly tell her by going to this Super Bowl party, you're doing it for her.
Yeah. I'm doing it for you, baby.
She won't believe that crap.
You won't. Well, if you say it like this, you won't have to clean up after all the buddies. We can go. We're still around people.
Yeah.
Have the excitement.
All of our friends can come there.
We could win something.
And I could win you something.
Honey bunch.
I could win you something.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Right there.
So we'd love to see you for the Big Game Bash at Honky Tonk National. It's right in between Sparta and Smithville. It's pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
You may not know this, but people may be wondering, is there a cover charge?
No, gosh, no.
So see, no cover charge.
Just come on out and have a good time with us. Lots of things changing, golly, in Trump's first week.
Yeah.
My goodness, he's put the gas on. I don't know if he's put the gas on it. We were just so used to nothing happening, and now something's happening that it feels like a lot's happening.
He got busy right when he got in office.
But some of these state senators, they need to slow their roll, I think. I mean, just because, it's wild out there, don't mean you got to add to it, right? So in Oklahoma, there's a state senator. His name is Shane Jett.
Oh, that's a great name, though.
Cool name.
Sounds like a stage name.
Yeah. Welcome to the stage, Shane Jett. Joan Jett's little brother. This guy's, it's not really. He's introduced a piece of legislation that would deregulate the sale of donkey milk.
I didn't even know it was for sale.
It wasn't. It's against the law.
Donkey milk?
Donkey milk.
You know, y'all say it with me. Donkey milk. 3, 2, 1. Donkey milk. It's fun to say.
The bill's text would amend the Oklahoma and Milk Products Act of 1994, which regulates the production and distribution of milk products, to exclude donkey milk. Now, he did not respond to a request or comment on why donkey milk was a priority for him in 2025.
Yeah.
But I bet it's, big donkey lobbyist or something.
Big donkey lobbyist. I mean, have you heard of anybody that's actually had donkey milk?
I have not.
I mean, now goat milk, I know a lot of people like it because you can digest that a lot better than cow's milk.
And raw cow milk too. It's got a lot more vitamins and nutrients in that too. So there's a lot of people out there that swear by raw cow milk.
I've never even known anybody to milk a donkey.
And it's illegal. I've never seen it either.
This is the craziest conversation. This is really happening?
It's really happened. Yeah, you can look it up. You can Google Oklahoma Shane Jett donkey milk, and it'll come up.
Is it supposed to be extra healthy for you?
He doesn't say. I'll have to go down that rabbit hole and find out what's so great about donkey milk. It might be the best thing ever. I love goat milk.
Oh, I do too.
It's great. And I've had raw cow milk.
I've had that too.
It's a lot thicker, I can tell you that.
Thicker, and it tastes like grass sometimes.
Well, yeah, it'll taste like whatever they ate. That's why dairy farms have such a hard time getting wild onions out.
Yeah.
Couple of wild onions, it ruins the whole bit.
It sure does.
But But then you start reading about what they do to cow's milk is they pretty much boil everything out of it.
Yeah, they take all the good out.
It's basically white water.
Right.
With all the stuff put back in. But I've tried to quit drinking milk entirely.
You're a little lactose intolerant.
Well, it was told to me once that we're the only animals that drink milk after we're weaned, and we're the only animals that drink milk from other animals. So that made me think maybe we shouldn't be drinking milk.
That's just Jason's opinion, though.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor.
Sometimes it's right. Sometimes it's
I'm not a doctor or nothing. I mean, I can't
He
tell
thinks
you.
he is.
I've read enough stuff online.
That's how he. All doctors hate that when you try to diagnose yourself by Google. I have a degree. What is it? Google University.
Well, I've done pretty good so far. You know, I've kept myself fairly healthy.
I don't know. People think you look
Well,
sick.
Sure, people think I look sick. Maybe I should go to the doctor.
I'm sorry. It's funny.
Here's,
Hope you get to feeling better, Jason.
Here's what I don't want to happen. is
Mhm.
I know a lot of people our age that start going to the doctor. Then they get on the doctor meal.
It's a doctor cycle.
And, yeah.
Let me refer you to this one.
Right.
Then you go to that one. Well, let me refer you to something else.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, somebody tell me something.
And then all of a sudden you're on a handful of pills.
Right.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And honestly, every time I go to the doctor, they tell me I'm vitamin D deficient, which I don't know how it could be. I take thousands of whatever an IBU is, how they measure it. I mean, tens of thousands of IBUs.
Well, maybe it's not the right type of vitamin that your body doesn't process it right.
I put it in coconut oil, and that's supposed to be the easiest.
Yeah.
And I take K2 with it, which is supposed to help it. I do everything you're supposed to. And every time I go, I'm
Vitamin D deficient.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just genetic for you.
I just use a lot of vitamin D, I guess. I don't know. One more weird story is restaurants in the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of America.
It's funny saying that now, isn't it?
Yeah, apparently Google's going to change it on their maps
Oh,
as
wow.
soon as it's like done. Gulf of America. Customers, they tell people that the shrimp from right there. Well, apparently they've been lying.
It's just like that food chain. They've been lying all these times
Been
about
lying.
it. Yeah.
So if you're in, so they broke it down here. Tampa, St. Petersburg, Florida had the highest shrimp fraud rate, the SFR, if you will. 96% is fraud. So if you've been to Tampa, St. Pete, and they've served you shrimp,
It's not real shrimp?
nah, it's the same shrimp you get everywhere else.
Ah, I got you.
Nothing special about it.
All frozen, not fresh, probably.
Now in Baton Rouge, research sampled menu items at 24 restaurants, and it was 30%. So more than 1 in 4 were misrepresented, but not as bad as Tampa.
Where are they getting that shrimp then? They're right there at the Gulf of America.
IWC.
That's good. I hope it's the IWC in Cookeville.
Yeah, it's IWC Cookeville. We're sending shrimp down to the Gulf of
That'd be
America.
awesome. I would be all for that. Oh, the Gulf's out.
We got you.
Cookeville's got you covered.
We got you covered. It's no problem. So two big stories there: donkey milk and shrimp fraud.
That donkey milk's
So
crazy.
we keep you up to date on all the stuff. I know Hannity's got all the breaking news. Clay and Buck.
They'll come later.
They got all
But
that
in
stuff.
the morning, we try to find.
Kilmeade, he's
Yeah.
informed about what's going on in the world and politics and all that
But
stuff.
I don't think he's going to be talking donkey milk.
It takes people like us to fill those holes for you so you know about donkey milk and shrimp fraud.
Yeah.
John Bell's coming up in just a little bit with something very important, way more important than donkey milk or shrimp fraud.
Although donkey milk may be important, we gotta Google it.
Maybe he knows.
Yeah.
A woman's heart is coming up this Friday. We'll talk to John Bell from the Cookeville Regional Medical
It's
Foundation.
next week. It's
Oh, is it
February
next week?
6th.
My bad. I'm sorry. Next Friday then.
Thursday.
Next Thursday then.
Just let me handle the woman's heart thing.
All right, you're in charge of the next
yeah.
segment then, Sheila.
John Bell from Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation.
All right, that's coming up next year on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Y'all hang out with us.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Putnam County authorities are seeking information in hopes of finding a missing teenager. Sheriff Eddie Ferris says 16-year-old Gabriel Campbell was last seen around noon Tuesday after leaving his East Lake Drive home on foot. He was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Anyone with information about his whereabouts should contact the sheriff's office. Potential water and sewer rate increases on the table for the town of Monterey. It was an option presented Monday when the town's Water and Sewer Committee met to discuss expected revenue loss that will occur with the shutdown of the Purdue plant in March. Full board of aldermen set to discuss potential rate hikes when they meet next week. Tennessee gas prices fell 4 cents over the last week. The average price now $2.76. That's 8 cents more than a month ago and 2 cents cheaper than 1 year ago. AAA says Tennessee is now the fifth least expensive market in the country. The national average for a gallon of gas, $3.12. That's the news from WHUB.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vincent with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Pickett County Bobcats swept Clay County on the road in 7 single-A play. The Lady Bobcats won 51-39, while the Bobcats won 59-31. The Cookeville Cavaliers went on the road and swept Wilson Central as the girls won 70-44, while the boys won 72-61. The Tennessee Volunteers fell at home to Kentucky last night 78-73. Tennessee trailed by as many as 11 in the second half and cut the deficit to 1 with 30 seconds to play. The Vols are now 4-4 in conference play and have lost 2 games in a row after falling to Auburn on the road Saturday. Elsewhere in college basketball, Texas A&M beat Oklahoma 75-68. Kansas over Central Florida 91-87. St. John's beat Georgetown 69-41, and Louisville beat Wake Forest 72-59. The Los Angeles Dodgers have signed another free agent as Kirby Yates signed a contract worth $13 million for 1 year. Yates was one of the top relievers in the league last year, posting an ERA of 1.17 and 61 2/3 innings pitched. He had 33 saves for the Rangers. The Dodgers have now spent more than $450 million of guaranteed money this offseason. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
The TSA reports 188 firearms were discovered in travelers' carry-on luggage at the Nashville International Airport in 2024. That's more than any other airport in the state and the 5th in the nation. The TSA reminds travelers to declare their firearms during check-in, pack them properly in checked baggage, and follow TSA guidelines for safe transportation, or else travelers can face fines of up to $15,000. A 5th man arrested and charged in connection to the death of rapper Young Dolph. The Memphis rapper was shot and killed at Makeda's homemade butter cookies in 2021. Shelby County court records show Shondale Barnett was booked into custody Monday. He allegedly supplied his cousin, Justin Johnson, who was wanted for first-degree murder at the time, with a rental vehicle to help him escape authorities. The two were arrested in Indiana in 2022, but Barnett has been released. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
People all over the country join AmeriCorps Vista to build their community while they build their career.
AmeriCorps Vista provides a huge network with a lot of different opportunities, so you can find the position that works for you. It's a great opportunity to meet friends. It's a great opportunity to learn job skills.
AmeriCorps Vista members address poverty through economic development, education, youth mentorship, and more.
What motivated me to join AmeriCorps Vista was really just being able to give back to the community which I represent.
We can all kind of work together, work to our strengths, and create this network.
That allows me to be giving back to the community. We are allowing our next generation to be sustained.
Learn how you can build your community and your career at AmeriCorps.gov/Vista. That's AmeriCorps.gov/Vista.
In Knoxville, a man is charged with attempted second-degree murder from an incident at a smoke shop on Sunday afternoon. WATE reporting Deonta Bailey was asked to leave the JMC smoke shop in Knoxville when he allegedly assaulted a clerk. Bailey then reportedly fired several shots at the store from the parking lot, grazing a man who was sitting in his car. The man was treated for a minor injury to the arm. Bailey fled the scene and was located at a home in Powell, where he was arrested. Dolly Parton's musical will debut in Nashville this summer before heading to Broadway. Dolly, an original musical, will begin previews at Belmont University's Fisher Center for the Performing Arts on July 18th. Parton said Nashville has been her musical home for over 60 years, so it's the right and perfect place for the world premiere. Casting for the show has not been revealed. The limited Nashville engagement will run through August 17th. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
We made it into the 50s yesterday. We'll do it again today with sunshine, actually mid to upper 50s. Overnight, we'll fall back into the 30s. Tomorrow, closer to 60. We'll start the day dry, but eventually showers will work their way in. I think we'll see a pretty good shot at some showers overnight into Thursday and early on the day. Friday with highs climbing into the low 60s.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Here we're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:35 now.
From Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation, John Bell joins us. We're going to talk about A Woman's Heart fundraiser. It's coming up next Thursday.
I think he wanted to talk about donkey milk first.
Oh, did you?
I don't understand what's going on in the world anymore, you know.
He comes in and he goes, what were y'all talking about, milk?
Yeah, like, no, donkey milk.
You know, you may not like milk, but you at least got to have milk for the cookies.
Yeah, true, John.
A necessity in life.
Now, have you made the transition over to like a soy milk or any of the almond milks? Or are you still drinking it from the cow?
No, we've gone back to the original. So, you know, it's just the way it is, you know.
All right.
I did try that almond milk for a while. It seems sweeter than the cow milk.
Well, you can get it unsweetened. You can get just regular. And it doesn't have that.
Maybe that's what I didn't know there was all kinds of different versions of it.
I don't know. I've never had donkey milk. I've never seen it for sale. Publix might have it. I don't know.
It'd be amazing. I have no idea.
It could be the best.
It could be amazing.
Whatever. All right. So you've never had it?
No.
Nope. Okay. Would you drink it if it was offered?
If I didn't know it was donkey milk, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How's it different than a cow, I guess?
I don't know. I mean, I had a problem with duck eggs for a while. Like I wouldn't eat duck eggs.
Well, they're pretty strong
And then
tasting
my mom
eggs.
made some, and I was like, "These eggs are delicious." And she's like, "Those are duck eggs."
And you're like, whoa, didn't even realize
Yeah,
it.
so maybe donkey milk's the same. Anyway, back to what we're supposed to be talking about, John.
Thanks for going down that road with us,
sure.
John.
I will not interrupt anymore. Sheila, take it away.
A Woman's Heart.
Yes.
This is a fundraiser for Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation.
Yeah, so this event focuses on our heart fund, and there's hundreds of patients each month that rely on that fund for their needs. Sometimes that's medication or transportation or a specialty equipment of some kind that a cardiac patient desperately needs. And this event is focused on community education. We do have some seats left, if anyone, only a couple tables though, if anyone would like to attend. You can buy those tickets on CookevilleRegionalCharity.org. But this event really focuses on heart health for women.
And I was telling Jason that some of the heart attack symptoms look different for women than they do men.
That's correct. It's slightly different, and it is the number one killer of women.
No,
particularly younger women, and it's something we
You
think
are
is
not up to date on your women's
man's
heart
problem,
health.
but
I'm not up to date. I feel bad. I'm more up to date on donkey milk than women's hearts.
See,
I feel terrible.
He worries about me not keeping up with the news.
I'm a
I
loser.
know about women's heart
yeah,
health.
I'm so
Good.
sorry.
Good job.
I'm so sorry.
A lot of times we don't have symptoms at all.
That's right.
and you may just be a little out of breath or a little winded, and a lot of symptoms, say down the left arm.
Yeah.
We could have that, or it could not be anything like that. It could be other pain.
So complicated.
It could be a pain in a different part of the chest. So, yeah, just keep up to date on that, ladies, and check that out, because we do need to be educated on that.
Well, and each year we bring in a cardiologist from Tennessee Heart to talk about women's heart health and to highlight some change or new therapies or new service they're offering through Tennessee Heart there at the hospital. This year we're welcoming Dr. Noel Torres, who will be our guest speaker. So it's a wonderful meal. There's a fun silent auction. You've got time to socialize with friends. Dr. Torres will speak. And then we'll have two cardiac patients that will give testimonials this year. Will be Dr. Bert Gear and Ginger Ball will be sharing with us about what they've been through and how it went for them. It's always different, a little bit different for everybody, but it's a great kind of way to get together as a community and talk about heart health.
It's been about a year since my dad was in the hospital, Tennessee Heart. He had
no symptoms there except.
Well, he had heartburn.
Yeah.
And so he just got tired of having heartburn. Yeah. And so went to the doctor, and they're like, "Have you ever had some sort of calcium test?" And they said, "Have you ever had this calcium test done?" He said, "Well, no." And how you feeling otherwise? "I just got this heartburn." And they said, "No, you need to go get this calcium test done." And so went to Tennessee Heart, got the calcium test done, and they're like, "You need to be in the hospital right now."
Wow. And
he ended up having 5 bypasses and a pacemaker put in, all because somebody was smart enough to say, that's a thing right there. Wow. And who would have known that just heartburn?
Sure.
Just regular old, I ate too much Italian heartburn.
And that could be, I'm glad you mentioned that, because that could be women or men.
Absolutely.
And one thing we've got to realize, no matter if you're a male or female, yes, some of the symptoms do show in your left arm and things like that, but everybody is different, and symptoms can be different no matter who you are.
Absolutely.
So you've got to advocate for your own health, and I'm glad that he went, because it could have been a whole different story.
Yeah, I saw David Fox yesterday, and he was in like right after my dad. And so I knew like 3 people in a row that had heart issues that were getting taken care of by Tennessee Heart. All 3 of them had the same things to say after it, and it was all 3 of them were so lucky to have this in our community.
Oh, yeah.
And they do such a great job with patients and explaining to family what's going on, which I think is just as important, because
absolutely.
Me and my mom, we were scared, we didn't want to lose him.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And but they were straight up, they were honest, but in a way that made you feel better about it, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know, but
Well, just being educated too in the way they explain it.
yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
They speak in layman's terms to us about it, and know how to explain it really well to the families, and do a good job educating us too. And you guys do that too, as far as what you're doing.
Thank you. They're a fabulous group to work with, and I mean, they're part of our community. They live here.
It feels like they haven't been there that long, but they have been there for years. I remember when it was Tennessee Heart first was built, and
they're expanding now. They got a nice shiny new building, almost doubled in size. So that's going to be exciting when that's fully functional and open to the public.
The money that's being raised by this,
yes,
what exactly is it earmarked for? Is it for all of Tennessee Heart, or is it specifically earmarked for women's heart health?
So this is restricted specifically for the Heart Patient Assistance Fund. So this is going to go to help any cardiac patient that lives in the 14 counties of the Upper Cumberland.
Okay.
Most of those will be patients of Tennessee Heart, but not necessarily. As long as they live here in the Upper Cumberland and they have that heart condition and they need help, and we get that referral from their provider, whoever that may be, then we can help them.
It's a scary situation, because without your heart, you're not.
It's our engine.
That's it.
Yeah.
And so anytime something's going on with your heart is scary. To have a safety net like Cookeville Regional Charity to help you out with whatever it is that you need during that time, because it's not just equipment or stuff like that. It could be household bills, correct?
Absolutely. You know, a heart attack doesn't happen at opportune times usually.
Right, yeah.
So whatever that issue may be, the family may have to completely readjust what their reality is for several months while they're trying to figure out what they're going to do next. And you may be out of work for a number of weeks or months. And so we'll step in and help them out and keep groceries on the table and keep the lights on at home. And then refer them on to other great nonprofits we work with to walk with them after that.
I just wonder how many people, you know, I mean, there's so many people you guys have helped that where they would be without Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation, because you guys, 14 counties that you help, that's pretty amazing. Then even these could be people that are on insurance, but the insurance may not cover that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When you're out of work for a long time.
Unfortunately, that's probably the story
yes.
for the
a
majority.
Lot of folks.
Is it not?
It doesn't cover everything, that's for sure. You know, you're left hold the bag sometimes, and it's never as simple as you want it to be. And then there's all that other stuff there. You don't think about the groceries or the utilities or the home needs. And so you've got your immediate medical needs covered sometimes, if you're lucky, with your insurance.
Yeah.
And then there's all this other stuff too. So it can add up very quickly and become overwhelming.
Right. And then, the prescriptions afterwards and all the equipment that you need to take home with you. There's
the follow-ups. Yes.
all
That's
the
like
follow-up
devastating
stuff.
too.
And I mean, even it's just, and then everything kind of does get confusing with insurance and billing and all of that stuff as well. So we'll talk to John Bell some more about A Woman's Heart coming up, not this Thursday, but next Thursday.
Right.
The Thursday before the Super Bowl.
There you go.
There you go, fellas. That's how you can remember it now. It's 7:45. We're Jason and Sheila. More coming up on Good Morning Cookeville, live from the Willow Window Studio.
Just because you're not actually going to the big game doesn't mean you can't come and hang out with us for the Big Game Bash.
It is the Big Game Bash, coming up on Sunday, February 9th at Honky Tonk National in Sparta. Come watch the game between KC and Philly with us with the best food and drink specials for the big game. Plus, one lucky person is going to walk away with a 28-inch Blackstone grill from Landers Trade in Monterey.
Plus exclusive game day giveaways with 4 tickets to a Preds game, a Tootsie's Birthday Bash autographed guitar, pontoon boat rentals, free lunches and dinners, and a whole lot more.
More details online at countrygiant.com. More details online at 1077thehub.com.
Come on! Right here on the Hub.
Hey everyone, it's Ted from Consumer Cellular, the guy in the orange sweater, and this is your wake-up call. If you're paying too much for wireless service, you don't have to keep having that nightmare. Consumer Cellular has the same fast, reliable coverage as the leading carriers for less. And for a limited time, new customers receive their second month free when they sign up and use promo code SECONDFREE by January 26th. So why keep spending more than you have to? Seriously, wake up and call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com.
Taxes, fees, and other third-party charges will apply. See website for additional details.
Join us for A Woman's Heart on Thursday, February 6th. Sponsored by Tennessee Heart, the event will include great dinner, heart health seminar by Dr. Noel Torres, and presentation of the Martin Coffey Cardiovascular Service Award. Learn more at cookevilleregionalcharity.org.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Hey guys, it's Philip Gibbons for Carlin Chevrolet. Aren't you tired of being sold a car by the other guys? And once you leave the lot, the dealership acts like they don't even know you anymore? Well, at Carlin Chevrolet, they're not in the business of just selling cars. They're in the business of making you family by having the #1 customer service in the Upper Cumberland for over 10 years and lifetime oil changes. Carlin Chevrolet on the corner of Spring and Willow or carlinchevrolet.com. Carlin Chevrolet. Upfront, honest, home.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-2013. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-2013. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-2013. 800-444-2013.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:49 now.
We're happy to have John Bell with us. He's with Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation. And we were talking about all the foundation does, and I can't talk enough about how many counties you guys help, because I think people think, oh, it's just people that have bills at Cookeville Regional. It's not. It is. You can help them with that too.
Yeah.
But it is 14 counties.
Yeah, 14 counties. We exist to help any resident of the Upper Cumberland who's struggling with disease or sickness or injury in any way. And we do work with a hospital. That's, of course, where most of our referrals come from. But we respond to requests from any provider in the Upper Cumberland. So that includes physicians' offices. That's oftentimes a hospice provider, every county health department, school system nurses in all 14 counties. So any medical provider in the Upper Cumberland can send us a request for their patient that they're working with.
Do you do anything for those? I mean, I know you help out patients, but it seems like, hospice workers, nurses, things like that, they go through stuff too. Is there a way to because they get into some issues on their own.
Yes, they do.
Is there a way to help them through you?
There is. There are two funds we use for that. One is called the Healthcare Hero Fund, and we accept donations in honor of a provider. So if you love a nurse or a doctor or whoever, you can donate specifically to that fund. And that fund exists for two reasons. One is to help a provider who may be going through a situation where they need an extra hand. And the other one is to help our first responders like EMS and whatnot when they're responding quickly to a situation and the wheels of government aren't turning and maybe they need some supplies or some food or something quickly.
The wheels of government.
That sometimes takes some time.
Really? I didn't.
So
it's a great way to say it, John.
So that happened, John. I thought the government was a well-oiled machine. You're telling me
he has a classy way of saying it.
Every now and then.
You're telling me it's not.
Every now and then you need another mechanism that'll move a little quicker.
Yeah.
So this is a way for the community to respond quickly to what those needs are.
I'm sure there's, they get, that's a tough job.
Yeah.
They get injured too.
Oh, yeah. And especially helping people and lifting people. There are so many healthcare workers that do have back problems. And
and I think we can all agree they don't get paid enough.
No, they don't.
No, I agree.
No.
Yeah.
And so I imagine.
And then on top of that, the emotional toll it takes too, not only just physically, but emotionally.
So I my guess is that when they run up against medical bills, it's just as bad or worse for them as it is. I don't know if they have better insurance or not than most, but
sure. Yeah, it's available for them when they need it. It's kind of that emergency fund, and we're thrilled to have some supporters that give to that.
See, I've known you and the organization for years, and I still keep hearing about even other little sectors of it that are just amaze me at how many different little fingers go out to help different people.
How many special funds are there? Like how many little pockets of money do you have for different things?
Right now,
it seems like a lot.
About 18.
18?
Yeah, restricted funds. Most of those are restricted to help a patient group, cancer fund or heart fund or pediatric fund, diabetes, etc. And then there's a number of restricted funds for programs or services like Healthcare Hero.
And that's why you've got to fundraise too. It's not like, oh, there's tons of funds available all the
Yes.
time.
Right.
You have to fundraise to get all these 18 different areas
We do.
funded so you can help pay it forward.
That's right, and that's why events like Women's Heart are so important. That is the one fundraiser of the year for the Heart Fund. And even though we're talking about women's heart health at the event, the money is broadly going to help any heart patient in the Upper Cumberland.
And that's the number one killer of men and women, isn't it?
It is, yes.
That blows me away. I didn't know that about women.
Yeah, it's kind of
I
a
knew it
hidden,
about men, but I didn't know it about women.
And it's still, that's why, I mean, I know that's why y'all chose to do a woman's heart, because we still need to educate folks about it. But like you said, even your dad had just heartburn. That's all he had. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't have ever thought that was
Me
a heart
neither.
attack or the heart problem.
No,
So,
I'd have been one of those guys that just took a bunch of antacid and went on about my
Right.
day.
and we all do that. There's little symptoms here and there that our body might be trying to tell us something, and we just kind of ignore
Well,
it.
that's why you have a wife.
Keep pushing. Yeah. That Miss Kay said, you got to check it
Right.
out.
Yeah, if you have a wife, you'll probably go to the hospital. If you don't, you probably won't.
Yeah.
That's why they say men with good wives
live longer.
They do live longer.
That's true.
Because they nag you to go to the doctor.
Because we don't want anything happening to y'all.
Well, that's what you say.
Well, here you go, guys. We got to take responsibility too and check in on the ladies because
Yeah.
this is what gets
We all
them
got
as
to
well.
take care of each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
Now, is there also, past this, I know this is the next thing, but there's plenty of events that you guys do throughout the year.
Yes.
What's past this one?
Yeah, the
what
next
can we
one,
go ahead and start getting prepared
next one
for?
after the heart event is the Pink Gala in April the 6th, I believe. That's Saturday.
That's the fancy one,
That
right?
is the fancy one, and it is.
Well, Woman's Heart's fancy too.
Yeah, they're both
but-
fancy. They're
but
both wonderful
and they're
events.
fun too. I know that it's a serious subject, but it's really a nice event. Both of these events are really good.
It is. The Women's Heart gives you a little more social time with your friends. The Pink Gala is more of a formal evening, and then you've got a band the rest of the night. So you get prepared to dance and move and have a good time.
And then is that when, do you have to wear pink to it, or?
No, I mean, some are black tie and they're just white and black, and then others will wear pink and get all fancied and
Most
dolled
of the
up,
ladies
so-
love wearing pink.
Well, yeah, I figured so. I
Yeah.
know if the fellas had to do it too.
Some
have
do. They've
to,
got vests and ties and bow ties and whatever. It gets very colorful.
What's the ticket cost for a woman's heart?
Yeah, so the Women's Heart's $40 per plate. You can order tickets at CookevilleRegionalCharity.org, and there's still probably 2 slots available to reserve a table if you want to bring 8 guests.
So that includes your meal, your dessert.
That's everything. It's a full course meal. So
Oh, really?
salad, meal, desserts, appetizers.
It's
a
good
time.
food.
The whole thing.
The whole thing. It's
And
a great deal.
if like a business wants to buy one of the tables and write it off on their tax,
It's $500 to purchase a table and sponsor it, and for 8 guests. So you tell us who those guests are, and your business is recognized for the sponsorship.
Now, don't do like you did your Taylor Swift tickets and buy it and try to sell it for $1,000 on eBay.
no, this is paying it forward and going toward a
mean-spirited.
yeah, it's mean spirited.
No,
Yeah.
no, people will look down on you if you do it for
That's not
something
nice.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we want Cookeville Regional Charitable Foundation to have that so they can help our community.
And as far as the Pink Gala comes, are tickets for that already on
We
sale?
are
or?
nearly sold out.
Oh my gosh!
And right now that is selling by the table. So if you're interested in a table at the gala, you need to call us quickly because we are very close to sold out.
I'm glad I asked.
Yeah.
That's one of those things we always talk about. Oh, hey, we should do that. Oh, it's sold out.
Yeah.
So if that's something that you've been wanting to go to and you've always waited too long, you've almost waited too long again.
That's it. It sneaks up on us every year.
Yeah.
And then, of course, this summer we'll have the 5K race and the Ann Cameron tournament and then the CRMC golf tournament and then the bike ride for kids out in Allgood. So there's a little bit of everything.
A lot of things
coming at
still
us.
coming up with Cookeville Regional Medical Foundation. Doing great in our community as always, and a good bunch of people that you've got on your board and working all the time to meet the needs of our community. John Bell is here, a Woman's Heart fundraiser, not tomorrow, but next Thursday. Tickets are on sale. There's a few tables left, some seats left. What's the number to call?
Yeah, call us today, 783-2003, or go online, CookevilleRegionalCharity.org.
All right, John, thanks for coming in this evening. We appreciate it. Good morning, Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Do we have anybody for tomorrow?
We do. Randy Porter, our Putnam County Mayor, will be coming in tomorrow.
Randy.
The Randall Porter.
Yeah, we'll have a great time with him. Also, you can catch the Randy Porter Show on Hub Plus. That's on Roku. You can download the free Roku app. Just search for Hub Space ELUS. It's also channel 192 on Spectrum and on Twin Lakes. You can watch that or on demand. You can catch the latest episode of Randy Porter Show, the Football Lifestyles Magazine Show, First Baptist Church, and of course, Good Morning Cookeville. Y'all have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400 WHUB.